welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And the starting lineups have concluded. So just sit right back and relax. We'll be back in just a moment. Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. And tonight, it's the New Orleans Pelicans going up against the Brooklyn Nets at Barclays Center. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and we have David Aldridge on our sideline. And our special guest tonight, welcoming in Kenny the Jet Smith.
Oh, Kevin, man, great to be here. I hate being up in that studio sometimes. I love it down here, man.
We need you courtside.
Oh,
we
man,
need you
it feels
courtside.
so much better being with you guys and the mother two.
Chance now to check out how the All-Star voting is shaping up.
And I tell you, the excitement's starting to ratchet up a little bit as the tallies start coming in.
You look at Tatum, 5th in balloting in the East, so he'll be on the floor for the opening tip of the big game.
Yeah, and I'm sure he's been waiting to see his name up there amongst the East starting five.
So with the All-Star starters in the books, don't forget to join us for the NBA All-Star game coming up very, very soon. Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. We've got Kelly Oubre. Zion Williamson is out there with Alexander. Then there's Jordan Clarkson, and it's Jones in at the point guard position. And for Brooklyn, Kyrie Irving is out there with Mitchell. Then it's Tatum, and then there's Antetokounmpo, and it's Griffin in at the 5. And so off the tip, it's Brooklyn. Greg Popovich, the Spurs coach, Kenny, has talked about how the three-point shot is ruining the game. What do you say when you hear that?
Well, he's a participant of that.
I was about to say, like, he's the one that brought it to the forefront more than anybody.
Of it. But I think overall, yes, because people now take bad threes over good twos. So players don't have worse shot recognition.
I think they took bad twos just as much as they take bad threes. I mean, I'll never forget my college coach said, I had a teammate took a shot. It was a bad shot, and I got on him about it. And coach looked at me and he said, hey, you know, don't yell at our shooting guard. He said, I never met a player that took a shot he wasn't trying to make. And that stood with me because you don't shoot it to miss, but that doesn't mean it's a good shot.
Right. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks. Yeah, the Nets head coach and I were able to chat. They were frustrated to lose their first game against this team. He told me we have to be even more aggressive getting to the rim and scoring inside tonight. Kevin, it certainly is their strength and makes sense to go that way. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Here's Irving. The Pelicans make their last shot. The pass to Antetokounmpo. His three-pointers off the mark. And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for the Pelicans. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Oubre outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the dunk by Williamson.
And the defense learned a valuable lesson there. Don't let Williamson get to that launching pad around the rim.
Now here's Irving. 20 points for him last game against the Lakers.
And a lot of those points came at the free throw line. Really because of his aggression. He was playing the game with force, always catching his man on his heels.
Irving against Jones. Back to Clarkson. Lets the three fly. Does not find the mark. He's made 2 and missed 1 now. Here's Mitchell. Here's Giannis. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Hey, offensive rebound. Positioning is important, but nothing's more important than pursuing the pumpkin. And Antetokounmpo is always in the chase.
Now, here's Clarkson. 20 points for him last game against Chicago. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Oubre, good. Kenny, you played in so many different kind of offensive styles and systems during your basketball career. What stands out as your favorite?
Favorite was the Rockets. So that was the best style of play that I enjoyed most.
Yeah, I think you make a great call. You know, people would think like as a guard, you want to just have more opportunity to be the focal point, but the reality is we'd rather win.
Without question.
You'd much rather play with a great big in our era who could dominate the paint, because the role reverses. They basically become your point guards because they're playing out double teams, and now you're getting to catch guys in transition running at you where you can be more effective.
And so it's New Orleans with it. Their last encounter was in New Orleans.
Well, last time out, they got the win in large part because of the play of their bench, and they provided a lot of the scoring punch.
Yeah, and you know what? I expect them to go deep into the bench again tonight to give those guys on the bench a chance to have an expanded role, but also to give those starters some rest.
And so it's Brooklyn with it, following the score by New Orleans. Bucket is good. Irving's got 6 points. And it's Jones with the ball for New Orleans. Oubre outside. New Orleans moving it around. Williamson outside. And the dunk by Williamson.
The athleticism on display there. For as big as Williamson is, he moves so fast and so decisively.
Now, here's Mitchell. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Jones with it. Williamson, the pass to Jones. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson.
And really an underrated playmaker. Williamson with good court vision and solid decision making.
Irving kicks to Giannis. And stolen by Williamson. Kicks it out to Jones. Back to Williamson. In the corner, it's Oubre. Jones looking for an opening. 6 to shoot. From past the arc. Griffin grabs the board.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space.
Mitchell finds Tatum. Here's Antetokounmpo. Lets it go from deep. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. Kenny, you watched the NBA for so long. What are some things you find that make successful front offices in this league?
You can't be lazy. You got to get on the road.
Guys aren't lazy.
There's some guys there, I'm telling you. You can't be lazy. You got to be on that road. You have to understand. It's easy to see kids at Duke, North Carolina, Kentucky. But have you gone to Europe, or yourself as a general manager? Have you gone in the mid-major level and been at games when there's only 1,500 in the stands, but there's Paul George playing? Like, have you found him? That's not lazy.
And the thing, he's calling lazy, honestly, is being complacent. And the other thing you got to be, quite frankly, you got to get lucky. You know, you got to get a Kawhi, and you got to get a Giannis, or you got to get a superstar caliber player that allows you to build around.
Yes.
Otherwise, man, it's going to be a challenge.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Yeah, nowhere near at their best throughout the course of that game. A scrappy performance, but in the end, just not enough.
Yeah, a lot of character on display, a lot of guts. You're right. Even as shaky as they were, I would guess they felt they let one get away from them.
Here's Williamson. In the corner, it's Oubre. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Now here's Griffin. 17 points for him last game against the Lakers.
And equally impressive on the backboards. I thought his rebounding was huge.
New Orleans leading by 7. Williamson looking it over. And the dunk by Williamson.
And you see the decision-making Williamson possesses. Phenomenal with the reads in terms of the defense and just taking what's available.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg, yeah. Showing off the bunny.
He's a highlight reel, always on the launch pad.
And the layup's good off the glass. Now just a 5-point Pelican lead.
Now that's how you execute in transition. Irving, terrific play, right on spot.
We hear all these different terms about resting players, but Kenny, load management seems to be the one that is stuck. Is that something you wish was around, for instance, when you played?
Honestly, I probably didn't want it, but if I used it, I would have been a much better player, honestly. Because your body is at 170 pounds, 6'3", is not built to play 82 games in playoffs. It's not built for that. Your body's just not meant for that. So yes, I might have been. Greg, I might have been in a couple All-Stars, man, I think, man. I could have done some things.
But wasn't there pride in players and playing 82 games?
And in all reality, the pride was in you had to work for that next contract. The dollars are such now that it's an investment for the team that they're trying to protect. So it means as much for them to make sure you're rested and ready to go, to Kenny's point, as it does to you.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Irving against Jones. And yes, it's good.
You know, he's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
Mitchell against Clarkson. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for New Orleans?
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
And, you know, one of those rare second-round picks who played well immediately. Clarkson was first team all-rookie and continues to develop.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Jefferson's checked in for Griffin. Joe Harris comes in for Jason Tatum. And Troy Brown subbed in for Mitchell. Pass to Alexander. And the 3 off target.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
On the wing, Harris. Last game he had 10 points. And Jefferson wide open. He shoots from outside off the mark. And it's Jones with the ball for the Pelicans. 9-point game. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do. Much easier said than done, but they're capable of making it happen. It just comes down, I think, to will and desire.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
You know, every player has that moment when they know it's their last season in the league. Their body tells them, the time probably leads them in that direction. Did you know, Kenny, when it was time to retire?
When the paycheck stopped coming, I was like, I think it's time to give it up.
No, your body, right?
Oh, my body.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
that was one reason. But then there's a play in basketball when you get a steal. You take a picture back and see who's chasing you. And when you realize when you're young, guys don't chase you. They have that body language. They're not coming after you. But when you turn around and they all have that body language.
Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
On its way from Irving for 2. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
To to Williamson. Jacks up a three. Good on the three-point shot. Williamson's got 11 points.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
And Giannis throws it down.
Can't afford to leave someone uncovered like that. Irving will torch you for this mistake.
Clarkson taking his time here. That one good for two.
And how about 6 of 8 with that one? And there is no slowing down this young man.
And Antetokounmpo with the basket on the assist by Brown. He's got 12.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Here's Alexander, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Clarkson passes to Alexander. Oubre with it. Outside, Jones. Over onto Antetokounmpo. And the shot falls short this time. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Earlier, we checked in with Giannis Antetokounmpo, who had this to say about losing to the Raptors back in 2019.
I think the most important lesson that I got is that you got to finish the job.
All part of the process of achieving greatness.
Yeah, and most guys have had to go through it. MJ, LeBron, leading a team to a championship rarely happens early on.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And the Pelicans have been rolling right along, haven't they?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
Brown out there with Irving, and then there's Antetokounmpo. Then it's Joe Harris, and it's Jefferson in at the center position. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. And the dunk by Williamson.
And yeah, he's 280 pounds. We've never seen anyone hang in the air like this young man. Williamson is special.
Here's Irving. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
The NBA definitely is a global product, and at the same time, Commissioner Silver reaffirming the league's American values of free speech. This caught some people off guard, perhaps. It's not always easy, is it?
Well, he's got the most difficult job, and you got to give the commissioner a lot of credit, staying true to who he is and what he feels the league is about, and able to tell that story to the world, and not just here nationally, but internationally.
Sacrifice money that was coming into the league for values that he thought were important.
Bottom line, freedom is not free.
And slam dunk by Harris.
Hey, and you know, really, Antetokounmpo could look to score every time, and sometimes that's necessary, but he's also good at recognizing when one of his teammates has a clean look.
And that's a foul, and it's called on Troy Brown. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Williamson. 32 points for him last game against Chicago.
And equally spent as much energy on his D. I mean, 4 steals kind of tell the story.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. The drive by Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
Yeah, and quick and shifty there off the bounce. Fluid with that shot motion as well. Williamson continues to impress.
Outside Irving. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games. Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Michael Conley, he's checked in for the Nets. Here's Conley. Passes it to Giannis. Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. New Orleans leading by 16. Kicks it out to Williamson. Williamson double team. New Orleans moving it around. Block. That one goes careening off the glass.
And Antetokounmpo's 7'3" wingspan, extraordinary. I mean, he's effective in rejecting shots, bothering shots, and stealing the ball.
The 10-footer. He's off on that one, and New Orleans will go the other way with it. Kenny, as a former point guard, how would you construct the perfect shooting guard to complement your game?
My game?
Yep.
Oh, all you got to do is be on the floor, baby. Yeah, you're going to be
Let
good.
it happen.
You're
Just
gonna
let
be
it
good.
happen.
Let it happen. Now, for me, I love guys with a high energy. So that's why I love playing with them. Just guys that had high batteries, because at times I would kind of get too cerebral in the game. And then he would pull me up and just make me emotional. So I like guys
a dog,
like
right?
Just get emotionally in the game instead of I'm reading the situation and this guy's over. No. Just play hard.
Yeah, it's funny you say that, because my guys, John Starks, the same exact way. He was just a great competitor. Like, the moment never got too big, because he always felt like I shouldn't even be here.
Yeah.
The pass to Hernan Gomez. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Jefferson. Jumps up. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to be on Zion Williamson.
And you know what, guys? You got to love his fearlessness there. I mean, Harris doing a nice job taking on the defense and finishing.
Blake Griffin, he's checked in for the Nets. Jason Tatum comes in for Troy Brown. And a change for the Pelicans. Portis is checked in. No good on that one. Nets trail by 15. Tatum down low. Guarded by Weber. And the dunk by Tatum.
It's not a problem at all for Tatum to punch it down. Length and athleticism makes the flush an easy shot.
Pass to Williamson. Right wing. And the Pelicans miss again.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And slam dunk by Harris.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for. As far as power forwards go, he has terrific vision.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
And the Nets making a change here. Ryan's checked in. Randall's checked in for New Orleans. To the wing right side. Here's Williamson. 6 on the shot clock. Randall with the bucket. Kenny, your shot mechanics look polished, even back in college. Some guys take longer to have that thing look smooth and make some sense optically.
Well, it's repetition more than the visual. So the more you, like, I actually shot the ball and my left hand stays on too long, so I had a side spin. It didn't have a natural revolution. So Marcus Smart comes to mind, Lonzo Ball, but the repetition will help you.
And, there are some guys that, some of the great shooters don't have great. I mean, Ray Allen, Kobe.
Yeah.
Kobe shot it with a
Larry
little sauce.
Bird's
Larry
form
Bird
was different.
But, they perfected it.
Tatum, that's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Tatum doesn't just make J's now. He's a complete offensive player, a lethal scorer.
Randall dishes to Johnson. Back to Randall. There's the triple. And it's Griffin with the rebound. Griffin's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
Here's Williamson, who's got 19. Johnson right side. Back to Williamson. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And Williamson, a kid that's likely to reach his full potential, very coachable, absorbs instruction well, and really implements it quickly.
Pelicans shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night, and the first one drops. And both free throws good for Williamson.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Ryan in the post. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. Williamson's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Nobody has been better at clogging the passing lanes than this group. We're the tops in the league in steals since the All-Star break. Second is Zion Williamson.
Defensively, he's been a club. I mean, he has just been blanketing his opponents.
He's off on the first.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Definitely, that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
Nets trail by 16.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Tatum on the wing. Lets it go with the 3. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Tatum's got 7 points for the quarter.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
Now here's Randall. Here's Williamson. Oh, what a play! Woo!
Well, what a dunk artist this guy is. Whenever Williamson takes flight, you're just expecting to see something special.
Timeout called, the Nets.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
And the Nets with possession here. Down by 15. He lobs up the alley-oop pass and stolen by Portis. Williamson outside. Randall kicks to Williamson. Williamson double teamed. It's stolen by Jefferson. And now the fast break. Griffin with the ball. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Zion Williamson.
And Blake Griffin is just an incredible athlete, explosive and great balance and mobility, powerful, a big.
And so it's Williamson with it. He brings it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. They led the game at one point by 20. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. Oubre out there with Williamson. Then it's Jones. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. And it's Alexander in at the 5 down low.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Yeah, and no one's ever questioned the desire. Griffin using his strength and explosiveness to make good on the second chance opportunities.
Inside, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Tatum, that's for two. They grab their own miss. Here's Antetokounmpo. Williamson with the block.
And if Williamson's in the area, you better be careful. When you aren't, he's going to stifle you on the offensive end.
Williamson double team. Jones. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. Williamson's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Irving looking for an opening. Antetokounmpo finds Irving. In the corner. Tatum with it. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Hangs home the trifecta. Giannis has got 19 points.
Hey, you know, in the age of analytics, there's a ton of talk about player efficiency these days. And as we can see by Antetokounmpo's performance tonight, his efficiency, extraordinary.
Fires the three, and he's good on the three ball. He's got 22.
Something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to
All that muscle helping Williamson on these takes. He is just so difficult to stop.
Irving against Jones. They get it back. Outside Griffin. And here's Tatum for three. And Jones pulls it down.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Some nice passing here by New Orleans. And finished off by Williamson.
And the offensive skill set Williamson has off the charts. And the scary thing is, guys, he's only going to keep getting better.
Here's Giannis. From down in the low post, it goes.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Clarkson finds Williamson. Back to Clarkson from the arc. Giannis against Williamson. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Williamson. Oubre with it. Now guarded by Tatum. And the dunk by Williamson.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely sleep. And Antetokounmpo is so long. I mean, he stretches for...
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go. Maybe it is showtime.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
Jones kicks to Williamson. Clarkson on the wing. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
The total answer for this team. Clarkson on one tonight.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Harris comes in for Jason Tatum. And Troy Brown subbed in for Donovan Mitchell. Nets trail by 16. Right side Irving. Second chance effort, and Giannis gets it to go. Antetokounmpo's got 31 points.
Boy, he's making it look really easy right now. I expect him to continue to run the offense through him until the defense makes him change plans.
Clarkson passes to Williamson. Fires from deep. Rebounded by the Nets. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. And the shot is good. The Pelican lead has been cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Irving.
He's obviously hit a bit of a dry spell here. Only 1 of 5 this quarter.
Williamson left side. Back to Clarkson. No good on the shot. Some solid defense from Brown. Here's Harris. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Alexander's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Williamson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And we're not used to seeing a big man like Williamson move like this. Puts defenders in a bind.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Pelicans?
You know, I thought maybe they'd cool off a bit at halftime, but they've continued to bury the jump shot.
Another thing they've done tonight well is share the ball. So many of their points have come off of good, crisp passes.
And both free throws good for Williamson. And here is Irving, who's got 19. Timeout called the Nets. Zion Williamson with a strong contribution so far, guys, in this one.
And he's been taking it to the rack all game, and they haven't been able to contain him. They have to put up better fight on the inside.
And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, these the new power rankings. They tell a great story. You look at the Nets, they're still dominant, sitting at number 1 once again.
And when you look at where the Pelicans are, they fought through some ups and downs this season, but they are still elite and still poised to make a very deep run in the playoffs.
And New Orleans pushing it up now. Oubre's got the ball. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Dishes to Griffin. And here we go. Fast break. Williamson's got it. They get the rebound. And the dunk by Williamson.
Second chance opportunities. Williamson explosive into the air with the touch and concentration to finish.
And he makes that one. Antetokounmpo's got 17 now, just in the second half.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
Poke loose. It's stolen by Harris. On up the court. Irving's shot is good.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Pelicans leading by 14. Pass to Jones. Back to Clarkson. Down low. Here's Williamson. It's hauled in by Giannis. Giannis has got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeding. Sinks the three-pointer. Irving's got 24 points.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Williamson outside. In the corner, it's Oubre. Alexander kicks to Oubre. Passes to Clarkson. Shot clock at 5. He's looking for Williamson and finds him.
Maybe not a natural-born distributor, but Clarkson working to keep his teammates involved.
Nets trail by 13. Outside Irving. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Williamson outside. Oubre for 3. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
Well, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
Antetokounmpo. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got assist number 8 here in this one already. And so it's Williamson with it. He brings it up for New Orleans. They lead by 14. And the dunk by Williamson.
Just a freight train going downhill. No one willing to step in front of the massive Williamson.
Irving against Jones. From 10 feet out, that one wide left.
Now, there's an example of good defense beating good offense.
Oubre, good. Oubre's got 17.
You see the playmaking ability of Williamson there. Great pass to set up his teammate.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. Those turnovers haven't helped their cause. It's almost as if he's playing for the other team.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile one block.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Jefferson's checked in for Griffin, and it's Jordan in for Brown. To the paint, here's Portis, and the
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Scal Labissiere out there with Jefferson. Then it's Donovan Mitchell, and there's Bryant, and it's Tatum in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. New Orleans leading by 14. Williamson with it. Now defended by Mitchell.
Not a guy you can stop by fouling. Williamson too focused and too powerful.
Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Scal Labissiere. Jason Randall's checked in for New Orleans. Nets trailed by 17. Bryant passes to Griffin. Back to Bryant. Shot to stop the run. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. First free throw is good. Both free throws good for Bryant.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
Williamson in the post. Jefferson is right there. And it's Williamson missing. Brooklyn's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Griffin. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Mitchell against Williamson. Hernan Gomez in the corner. Fires the 3. And again, New Orleans has no up.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Tries to save it. Griffin can't get it to go in. New Orleans leading by 15. Williamson outside. By Mitchell, looking to get back on track here. He takes it up and lays it in.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Here's Tatum. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. Williamson's got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. On the wing, Johnson. Here's the teardrop. Griffin dishes to Bryant. Mitchell passes to Griffin. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got 3 assists in the game. Now Williamson. To the right side. A wide open shot from Hernan Gomez. Connects from three-point range.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Tatum no good.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because...
Wow, that was a strong dunk.
Well, that's just the pure strength and explosiveness of Williamson. Easily finishes there through the contact.
Mitchell passes to Bryant. A three-pointer, no good. And it's the Pelicans' ball. They're on a 14-4 run. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Nets. Kyrie Irving comes in for Bryant. New Orleans also making some changes. Alexander's checked in for Hernan Gomez. Kelly Oubre comes in for Johnson. And it's Clarkson in for Randall. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Stellar balance by Irving. Stellar. Taking the punishment and working his way through it.
And that one falls for Irving. Here's New Orleans. They're on a 17-7 run. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving. And he knocks down the first one. Both good from the line that time. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Nets. To the inside. And stolen by Williamson. Goes up. A huge slam. The perfect end of the fast break.
Outstanding at getting his hand on the ball. Williamson's opportunistic attitude on defense makes such a difference.
He swipes the ball away again. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off.
Boy, both ends of that play, guys, were fantastic.
In the corner, it's Griffin. Alexander grabs the board.
Yeah, you know, guys, this has been far from his best game. A disappointing outing for both him and the team.
Oubre, good.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
Irving finds Mitchell. Irving with the bounce pass. Griffin passes to Irving. Shot clock at 6. They need this. Got a hand on it. There's the dish to Williamson. Here's Clarkson. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
As he often does, Clarkson pushing the action, drawing a trip to the line.
Free throw good. Clarkson and a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Portis, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Rando comes in for Kelly Oubre. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Brooklyn's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0-4 since the start of the final quarter. Jordan the pass to Conley. Outside Jordan, over to the left wing. And again, no good by Brooklyn. The drive by Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody. And that's just another mistake. I mean, they've got it on autopilot, and they look totally dejected.
New Orleans making a switch here. Evans is checked in. Over to the wing. It's stolen by Labissiere. Jordan against Clarkson. No one near Labissiere as he lets it go. And that time, also a missed shot. New Orleans has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. The drive by Williamson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Williamson's got 50 points.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Pelicans.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
In what's really been a fantastic year, these guys expect to win each night just as they've done here tonight. And this will end up another big win, making it 65 on the season.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief 2-game.
I tell you what, no matter how brief it is, anytime you can get a season series sweep, you're happy.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Zion Willamson.
Boy, I thought he did a little bit of everything out there tonight, notching the triple-double in style. He was a difference maker.
The pass to Clarkson. Randall against Conley. Pass to Portis. To the middle. Here's Clarkson. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Puts up a 3, buries the long-range jumper.
And this pumps the whole team up. Conley's shooting ability brings energy and excitement.
Jordan against Clarkson. Shoots the 3, misses the shot. So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.